All right, today we're going to meet a really fascinating family of elements. And the cool thing is they're hiding in plain sight, right there on the periodic table.
So what's the connection between your own skeleton and a big fireworks show? I know, it sounds like a weird riddle, doesn't it? But stick with me, because the answer reveals this incredible chemical thread that connects our bodies, our tech, and even the way we celebrate. And the key to that whole riddle? Well, it's found right here, in a very specific neighborhood on the periodic table. So let's dive in. We're going to take a tour of Group 2.
So if you picture the periodic table, you know how it has those columns or groups? Well, we're zoning in on that second column from the left. That right there, that's the home of the family we're talking about today.
And this family? They've got a name, the Alkaline Earth Metals. Yeah, it's a bit of a mouthful, I know. But believe it or not, that name tells you almost everything you need to know about them.
So let's actually break that name down. Why alkaline? And where does the earth part come from? What's that all about? You know, what's really cool is the name is like a little history lesson. Alkaline comes from the fact that their oxides form these basic or alkaline solutions when you mix them with water. And earth, that's an old school term from the early chemists for stuff that was super stable, even in fire. You put those two ideas together and bam, you get the family name.
Okay, so that's the name, but what really makes them a family? What's their shared chemical DNA, the one trait that binds them all together? To get that, we've got to talk about something called valence electrons. Just think of them as the outermost electrons of an atom. They're kind of like the atom's hands. They're the ones that reach out and form bonds with other atoms.
And for every single member of this alkaline earth metal family, what's the magic number? It's 2. And having exactly 2 of these outer electrons makes them, well, really eager to connect. They're always looking to give those 2 electrons away to another element. It's how they find stability. And that constant desire to give away electrons, that's what makes them so reactive. Now, to put that reactivity into perspective, just look at their next-door neighbors in Group 1, the alkali metals. They have only 1 electron to give away, which makes them wildly reactive. Our guys, the alkaline earth metals, are just a tad less intense, but still, they are definitely considered very reactive in the world of chemistry. All right, now that we know the family secret, it's all about those 2 electrons, let's meet some of the individual members. I bet you'll recognize a few of them. First up, let's talk about magnesium. This one is a total workhorse in our modern world. See, magnesium is both lightweight and strong, which for an engineer is basically the dream. That's exactly why it's used in things like laptops, car seats, and cameras. Oh, and you know that super bright, blinding white light you see in an emergency flare? Yep, that's burning magnesium. Okay, next up is probably the biggest celebrity in the whole family, an element you absolutely know, calcium. Calcium is pretty much life's master builder. It's the stuff that makes our bones and teeth strong. But it's not just about biology. It's also crucial for the world around us. It's a key ingredient in things like cement and plaster, so it builds us and it builds our cities. All right, let's move on to strontium and barium. These 2 have some really cool and pretty colorful jobs. And here's where we finally answer that riddle from the beginning. Strontium is what gives fireworks that amazing, brilliant red color. And barium? You might have encountered this one at the doctor's office. It's used in what's called a barium meal to help get a super clear X-ray of your digestive system. So from our bones to our buildings to fireworks, this family is everywhere. But there's one last really important thing you need to understand about them, and it really defines their whole identity. And it all comes back to those 2 outer electrons. Because they are so reactive, so desperate to find a partner, you will never find an alkaline earth metal in its pure form just sitting around in nature, ever. It's a great way to think about them, right? They are always bonded to something else, forever seeking stability. You find them in minerals and salts inside our own bodies, but you'll never, ever find them alone. So let's wrap this up. What are the key takeaways? Well, they're a family of silvery white metals living in Group 2. Their whole identity is defined by those 2 valence electrons that they're eager to give away, and they are absolutely essential to life, industry, and even our celebrations. So that leaves us with this one last thought. These elements are essential to everything, yet they're just too reactive to exist on their own. What does that tell us about the fundamental nature of connection and chemistry? It kind of makes you think. Their greatest strength is their need to connect. In chemistry, it seems, connection is everything.